Russian president attends high-level military briefing during a trip to regions partly occupied by Moscow, including Kherson and Luhansk. The general in charge of the airborne forces, who apparently assumed a significant new role in the invasion, was present when President Vladimir Putin visited the Russian military headquarters in the eastern Ukraine. The Kremlin reported on Tuesday that Putin attended an army command meeting in the southern Kherson region and heard information on the situation there. He also went to the administrative center in the eastern Ukrainian region of Luhansk. A video of the visit was also made public by the Kremlin, but it did not specify when any of the talks took place. In the video, Putin is seen boarding a chopper for Luhansk while wearing a thick blue jacket. Putin met with Li Shangfu, the Chinese defense minister, on Sunday in Moscow. The leader of Russia got updates on the situation in the Kherson and Zaporizhia provinces, both of which Moscow has annexed as part of its territory, from the commanders of the airborne troops, the Dnieper Army Group, and other senior officers. Putin addressed the commanders. "It is necessary for me to hear your view on how the situation is evolving, to listen to you, and to exchange information." The chief of Russia's airborne forces, Colonel General Mikhail Teplinsky, sat to Putin's right, and Colonel General Oleg Makarevich, to his left. On Sunday, British military intelligence claimed Teplinsky had been handed a significant role in the conflict. The 4 Ukrainian districts that Russia annexed last September, though it does not fully control any of them, include Kherson and Zaporizhia. This action was deemed unlawful by Kiev and its allies. The greatest city the Russian military had taken over since its invasion in February 2022, Kherson, saw a military retreat in November. Since then, troops have been bolstering their positions on the other bank of the Dnieper River in preparation for a new Ukrainian counteroffensive. Currently, a fierce combat between Russian and Ukrainian forces is taking place for control of eastern Bakhmut, a town that was once a major salt mining hub but is now in ruins. The commander of Ukraine's ground forces indicated on Tuesday that heavy artillery and airstrikes are being used more frequently by Russian forces in the damaged city. The conflict in Ukraine has been centered for months around Bakhmut. General Oleksandr Syrsky issued a statement saying, "The enemy is currently escalating the activity of heavy artillery and the number of airstrikes, turning the city into ruins." He claimed that although Russia was losing a lot, it was still determined to capturing Bakhmut at any cost. In spite of intense infantry ground warfare not seen in Europe since World War II, the city, which had a pre-war population of roughly 70,000, has been the major focus of Russia's winter assault, which has produced few victories. Bakhmut's takeover might serve as a springboard for Russia to advance on Kramatorsk and Sylviansk, 2 larger cities in the Donetsk region of eastern Ukraine that it has long wanted. This month, the leader of the Wagner mercenary organization, which has led Russia's drive to seize Bakhmut, said that its forces held control of more than 80% of the city. Ukraine refuted this, asserting that it still held control of a sizable portion of the city, more than 20% in total. It is widely anticipated that the Ukrainian military would launch a counterattack in the upcoming weeks or months with the goal of retaking areas held by Russia.